Welcome back and welcome to this next plenary session. This session is a launch event for the 11 new co-programmed European partnerships, which all run for 7 years under Horizon Europe. These partnerships will use research and innovation to address pressing societal challenges in their chosen areas of activity, ranging from the digital area to mobility and energy challenges. I'd like to start the discussion between the speakers involved in this plenary, and at the end we'll see the signing of a Memoranda of Understanding as a basis for cooperation. So let me first pass the floor to Commissioner Gabriel to welcome the guests and explain these partnerships.
Dear industrial partners, dear researchers and innovators, ladies and gentlemen, today marks a historic moment for Europe. It marks the launch of 11 new partnerships with industrial partners. It marks the commitment from the European Union and from industry to work together to raise a more sustainable, digital and resilient Europe with significant resources. I would like to thank and congratulate the industrial partners for their ambition and commitment. Together with my team, we have put a lot of effort to bring these partnerships to reality. And I'm proud to see this approach bearing fruit. We have designed impact-driven European partnerships for Horizon Europe. They will deliver on our green and digital priorities in 3 ways. First, by pooling resources. They will pool considerable resources from industry. The European Commission will provide around €7.6 billion. This is 3 times leverage effect. This is equivalent to adding €14.4 billion to Horizon Europe Pillar 2. Let me give you one example of the commitment of industry for partnership on zero-emission waterborne transport. Here, the Commission will provide €530 million and industry engaged with €3.3 billion. This is a clear sign of mutual trust and ambition. Secondly, by aligning strategies and committing towards common European priorities, such as making Europe the first climate-neutral society, digitally fit, tackling emissions from energy-intensive industries, and developing new solutions, such as batteries and sustainable fuels. We selected the first 11 partnerships based on the value of their industries to European economy and society. They will foster strategic alignment of public and private R&I agendas. This will be crucial to support an effective European research area, build pan-European innovation ecosystems, and contribute to making Europe a leader in innovation. Thirdly, the partnerships are also catalyzers. They will work as catalyzers for industry cooperation between large and small, and bring SMEs on board. They will also help to pool resources from national and regional levels, as they are open to all member states and compatible with regional's agenda. Finally, they are cross-cutting. 2 examples: artificial intelligence and the European Open Science Cloud. Artificial intelligence has evolved over time and has become an integral part of many industries: health, transport, finance, gaming. The European Partnership for the European Open Science Cloud will support all parts of Horizon Europe and enhance the possibilities for researchers to share information. This partnership is a joint effort by member states and associated countries, and is a key pilot initiative to deepen the new European research area. With this, I would like to thank all speakers present today for this important milestone for European research and innovation. Ambition and commitment from industry are clearly there. In 10 years from now, we'll aim for at least one major breakthrough innovation from each partnership. We have a lot of work to do. It's time to move into action. My ambition is that Europe, through research and innovation, becomes a world leader in applications of digital technologies to data-driven healthcare, connected and automated mobility systems, circular industrial production processes, and everything we call waste today is valued and recycled. Greener batteries, more affordable and reliable than today. I look forward to working with you in the next 10 years for a better future.
Well, I'm sure that many of our speakers will echo the words we've just heard there from the Commissioner. And with that, I would like to welcome the representatives from the industry and digital partnerships. Our first speaker is Carol Leuben, President of the EOSC Association. That's the European Partnership for the European Open Science Cloud. Carol, thank you very much for joining us. Could you summarise for our viewers the main aspects and deliverables of the partnership?
Yes, I can. Thank you for giving me the floor and thank you for this opportunity. The grand vision of the European Open Science Cloud is to support the digital transformation of science in all its aspects. It will enable step change across scientific communities and research infrastructures towards a seamless access and reliable reuse of data, methods, software and publications, not only within but also across disciplines and borders. The ambition is to develop an inclusive, open and dynamic ecosystem where open science practices, skills are rewarded and taught. An ecosystem where fair data management becomes the norm, with operating conditions that safeguard trust and public interest. The Memorandum of Understanding for an EOS partnership that we signed today will pave the way for deepening open science practices in the new European research area and for contributing to the EU digital agenda. EOSC shall be seen as the research foundation of all sectoral data spaces defined in the European strategy for data. There's an enormous innovation potential arising from combining research data with public and private data. The EOS strategic research agenda provides a shared vision, defines clear strategic operational objectives that can only be achieved through complementary actions at EU, national and institutional levels. The EOS partnership will promote best practices by research communities and foster interdisciplinary research. It will trigger better connections between research infrastructures and EU infrastructures to leverage data services existing in Europe. Overall, we are working on a cultural and technical transition of the way we do science in Europe and beyond. A more efficient and reproducible science, trusted by the society, more relevant to societal needs, with increased involvement of the society. For example, through citizen science development. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carol. And our next speaker also knows a thing or two about data. Marina Bill, President of the ADRA Association, the European Partnership for Artificial Intelligence, Data and Robotics. Marina, the same question to you. Can you summarise for us the main aspects and deliverables of the partnership?
Yes, and thank you very much. This is really a great moment for AI, data and robotics, and it's an even greater one for Europe. The vision of the partnership is to boost European competitiveness, social and well-being, and environmental aspects to lead to the world in researching, developing, and deploying value-driven, trustworthy AI, data, and robotics based on European fundamental rights, principles, and values. Already today, we see great example of these technologies can help shape this world towards something better, delivering clear social, economic, environmental, and strategic advances. Europe needs to become a, if not the, leading global player in these fast-paced fields. We need to tackle the gaps now. We need to catch up and give this a strong boost now. Hence, the partnership between the European Commission and ADRA and the joint investment of 2.6 billion euro is great news for Europe. Having a strong industrial base, having one of the greatest export performance globally, and having leading research and talent, we are perfectly suited to take this to the next level. Looking forward to accelerate, shape, and scale up together. European industry, research, and policy stakeholder, let's build coherent infrastructure and an effective, innovative ecosystem to stimulate the deployment, adoption, and future research that is essential to advancing European AI, data, and robotics. An important role of the partnership is to coordinate and bring together the communities that underpin these technologies. It will also stimulate private investments and orient public funding to address the key challenges towards delivering Europe's vision for human-centric and trustworthy use of AI, data, and robotics.
Thank you very much, Marina. Our next speaker is Giorgio Arnania, who is the Vice President of the Photonics 21 Association, the European Partnership for Photonics. Giorgio, the floor is yours.
Good morning. So photonics, or the use of light, the harnessing of light, is simply put one of the major industries of the future for the world and obviously for Europe. It's a key enabling technology, which means advances in photonics go through to advances in a multitude of key industries, all of which are important to our future and the future of our children. It's a big industry also, representing about 400,000 jobs in Europe, and which is growing consistently at about 5 times faster than the rest of industry. So it's critical for the future, and it's critical for the creation of jobs. If you look at the new photonics partnership, it aims to speed up the photonics innovation for a future that is digital. That's very important for us. Environmentally friendly, as we know is critical. For a healthy future in Europe, helping us to achieve technological sovereignty, raising the competitiveness of our economy, and ensuring job creation long term, which of course is important to all of us. So today, we are excited to embark on this next phase of collaboration, which is a result of 2 years of work with the European Commission, and we look forward to a very bright photonics future. Thank you very much.
Giorgio, thank you. We look forward to a bright future as well. Our next speaker is Axel Eggert, the Vice President of the ESTEP Association. That's the European Partnership for Clean Steel and Low Carbon Steel Making. Axel, the same question for you. What are the key elements of the partnership?
Thank you. Good afternoon. This is a great day for Europe and for the European steel industry. The Clean Steel Partnership will help Europe on its way to climate neutrality. It will help the European steel industry as a key strategic industry for Europe to reach its ambitious climate objectives. And that is reducing carbon emissions from steelmaking by 30% already in 2030 and moving our sector towards carbon neutrality by 2050. The partnership will develop the necessary technologies at high technology readiness level, with an EU contribution of 700 million euros and a private commitment of up to 1 billion euros. The partnership is an important piece in the EU's and our industry's overall climate strategy. To make it a success, markets for low carbon steel will have to be established as soon as possible, and still during this decade. Low carbon products will have to compete with more carbon intensive products on the internal and on global markets. It is therefore essential that the legislative framework within the Fit for 55 package that is expected to be adopted by the European Commission on 14th of July effectively addresses the risk of carbon leakage and secures a smooth transition, allowing companies to invest, scale up, and roll out the innovative low-carbon technologies. The Clean Steel Partnership is looking forward to contributing to master this challenge of decarbonization. And finally, I wish to thank the Commission and the Commission services for having set up this partnership together with the European steel community in a great cooperation. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Axel. And I know so many of you are sharing your thoughts on your comments online. So please do stay, be part of the conversation, be innovative, do research and share your thoughts. You can do that on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, using the hashtag RIDays21. And of course, keep following along on YouTube. Now, I'd like to give the floor to our next speaker. That is Joaquim Menezes, who is chairman of the EFRA Association, the European Partnership for Made in Europe. What are the key advantages of these partnerships?
Good afternoon to everybody. My name is Joaquim Menezes. I am a Portuguese entrepreneur, and I am also the chairman of EFRA, the voice of Europe's manufacturing community. We are very proud to launch today the partnership Made in Europe. The partnership will help companies to become resilient, more digital, and more greener. We together shape the future of manufacturing in Europe.
Thanks for that response. And before we get to our new commissioners, I want to welcome Pierre Joris, who is president of the Aspire Association. That's the European Partnership Processes for Planet, and also board member of Domo Chemicals. Pierre, how would you respond to that question?
Yeah, thank you, Jennifer, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really honored as president of Aspire to represent here 10 industrial sectors of the European process industries for signing this new and great Process for Planet partnership. You know, process industries are key for the European economy, for its value chain, its green transition, but also to its resilience to the pandemic. So the ambition of our new partnership are clear and go straight in the direction of the European Green Deal. It's about developing and bringing to scale with all sectors aligned the disruptive innovation that will be needed by our industries to reach three major goals. One, succeed in the transition to climate neutrality. Two, achieve real circularity of resources at large scale. And three, at the same time, achieve global leadership in climate neutral and circular solutions. Now, we aim for impact as these innovations have really to be brought to scale and be ready by 2030. This is why, on top of the typical technological agenda, we also include in our partnership clear links and objectives between our 3R and industrial concept, such as first-of-a-kind plans, hub for circularity. It will also include non-technological aspects very crucial to optimize the uptake of these disruptive technologies. And finally, governance mechanism will hopefully help us also driving good coherence and alignment in the funnel of further funding initiative and financing tool down the road. So we are really and truly excited to embark in this new partnership. We are confident that it will be a great success and that all together we will create positive impact for the planet and society. So I want to take this last opportunity really to thank very much the European Commission, its financial commitment of 1.3 billion euro, but certainly also the member state and all stakeholders for the very constructive collaboration in making this great partnership a reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pierre, and your comments on sustainability are a great segue to our video that we have now, specially recorded for us at European Research and Innovation Days by the Vice President for the European Green Deal, Franz Timmermans.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now a year and a half after launching the European Green Deal. Targets are set, and we will soon present our package of proposals to make sure we reach them too. Our recovery from the pandemic offers a chance to accelerate our green transition. We have the tools, the commitment, and the funds to succeed. And while science tells us we must, the technology shows us we can. Today, we're launching new research and innovation partnerships with the private sector. Each partnership brings committed teams together to continue developing the technologies that will help Europe become the world's first climate-neutral continent. Decarbonized road and waterborne transport, batteries and sustainable buildings are the key building blocks for a better future that we want to create for the next generations. I'm really excited to see the first results of your work.
Well, thank you to Franz Timmermans for recording that for us. And we have yet another commissioner for you. This next is for Commissioner Thierry Breton, Commissioner for the Internal Market. Let's have a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the green and digital transitions accelerate, large opportunities lie ahead to position Europe as a technological and industrial leader. We can build on the EU's research and innovation capacities and industrial base. But we need all stakeholders of our industrial ecosystems to work together. The partnerships we are signing today are an important step towards achieving these objectives. They are essential to enable synergies between the European, member states and private investments and bring together the investment priorities and agendas of the ecosystems. They will promote a wide range of technologies in diverse critical areas like artificial intelligence, advanced manufacturing, microprocessors, or breakthrough technologies for decarbonization. There is no time to lose. The global race on the technologies of the future is happening now. With these partnerships, Europe is coming at the forefront of global technological developments. I am confident to see very soon the first result of this project. This is critical to harness the opportunities of the twin green and digital transition for a resilient economy.
Inspiring words there from the Commissioner, so thank you to our first speakers and indeed to the two Commissioners for sending us their special video recorded messages today. Now I'm joined again in the studio by Jean-Eric. Lovely to see you back. It's been going very well this morning, but we are now talking about these partnerships, so tell me what makes them so special.
Well, I mean, these partnerships are, I think, truly central instruments to deliver on the expectations on research and innovation. They are bringing together amazing capacities from industry, from research organizations. We have many, many scientists which will team up in these partnerships, and they will therefore pool resources across Europe to make, I expect, a really deep difference in the areas which are covered. I mean, you heard Maria Gabriel, Franz Timmermans, now Thierry Breton. They are lined up with the Commission and Union policy agenda around the digital and green transformation. And I think they are really illustrating what we expect from Horizon Europe largely, if I put aside, of course, the science pillar and then the more specific innovation area of the program. What we expect is that scientists provide impactful solutions, and then that these solutions are connected to effective deployment in society or in the economy. The setup of the partnership allows for that. A second key dimension, Jennifer, is that for the first time we are in a position where the partnerships are really connected to one another. I mean, it's not by accident that we are today presenting these 11 partnerships at the same time, that the Memorandum of Understanding are signed at the same time. You heard it from the leaders of these partnerships. They are aware that they don't operate in isolation, but the work done across these partnerships will need to be connected to ensure that the impact is broader and much deeper. So high expectations on our side from these partnerships.
Well, I mean, as you say, it's 11 partnerships. There's quite a lot to deliver on. Tell us about it.
I mean, let me give you a few examples. I don't think I should run through all the partnerships, but if I take the Open Science Cloud, I mean, this is a long-term effort which is culminating now with this extremely powerful partnership, both in terms of resources, which will be dedicated to it, also in terms of governance, because we have administrations, but we also have scientific communities, stakeholders from the scientific communities which are teaming up under that partnership to effectively bring research data available to these communities and also very much into a pluridisciplinary effort. If I take the steel partnership, we just had Eurofer speaking about it. Steel is at the heart of the decarbonization agenda of the Union. The challenge is not just to do research and innovation in clean steel. Clean steel is distinctly possible. There are a number of technologies which have been researched by industry also in Horizon 2020. And now the partnership is about bringing these research results together, bring them at the broader level to pilot them in real conditions. But then what is really interesting with the partnership is the effort to combine these pilots with then full delivery across the industry. So these are two very different examples, but where you can see that the structure, the membership, the resources will allow practical and I hope deep impact.
Thank you. And tell me, Jean-Eric, how important is the timing?
Well, the timing is obviously absolutely essential. If you take the batteries partnership, Maros Sefcovic will say a few words on it, I think, in a moment. On batteries, this is a key ingredient, obviously, of our green transformation across many sectors, particularly in mobility. And so we are connecting the batteries partnership with the mobility partnerships as well. And it's urgent because, yes, we have rather efficient batteries today, not always technologies which are European technologies, but we really need to leap into the next generation of batteries, those which will effectively allow deep decarbonization. And I would argue that this technology can and will be European. It's urgent to research it, and that's what the partnership is about.
And so what else are you excited about? You've given us some of the highlights. Is there anything else we should be watching out for?
You should watch out how this partnership will also impact on Europe's regulatory framework. Because one thing is to do research, another one is to connect it to actors and then look at investment and deployment, but that requires quite a bit of regulation as well. So many of these partnerships, nearly all of the partnerships, are also connected to that regulatory discussion. I mean, to an extent, maybe you can see them as regulatory sandboxes, and they will, I have no doubt, impact quite a lot on the development of regulation. The Fit for 55 package is now happening in the next few days, setting out the framework. And as we move forward in the next 4 or 5 years, these partnerships will allow Europe's regulation to be, of course, agile, impactful, and allowing to drive the green transformation. That is really a development which is also expected from these partnerships.
Well, we're looking forward to it, and of course we will see the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding very, very shortly. We wait with bated breath. Thank you, Jean-Henrique Paquet, the Director General from the Directorate General of Research and Innovation in the European Commission, the main driving force behind these Research and Innovation Days. And as I said, this is our 3rd edition. And last year it was also entirely digital. But we've had a steep learning curve, and we've learned, all of us, so much around the world about how to do digital better. And so I want to remind you that there is an awful lot that you can go and explore on the platform. You can go to our village and go into the houses where there is a feature that you can book a policy officer. Yes, you, the audience, get the opportunity to talk to the policy officers, ask your questions, and find out even more about what the European Commission is doing for research and innovation in Europe. There are also happening simultaneously some WebEx workshops going on parallel to our live sessions here in the studio. So you can go and check those out. Make sure to sign up for the ones that are of most interest to you. There's also a game zone, which is where you can go and play games. There are hints, and there's a sort of a treasure hunt happening all around the theme of research and innovation and Horizon Europe and the European research area. You'll find these clues littered throughout the 2 days here at European Research and Innovation Days 21. And last but not least, there are, of course, networking opportunities. Thousands of people have tuned in online, so there's thousands of your colleagues out there who are knowledgeable, who can share information, and would make a real community experience around this policy moment. So please do keep doing that. And of course, keep sharing on social media. We like to use all the tools at our disposal, and the hashtag to use is RIDays. EU. So with that, we're going to pass over to some more recorded speeches from our commissioners. Everyone is really enthusiastic, interested about this. So we have now Kadri Simpson, the European Commissioner for Energy, Adina Vălean, the European Commissioner for Transport, and Maroš Šefčovič, who is the Vice President of the European Commission, responsible for interinstitutional relations and foresight. So let's cue the videos.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm delighted to participate in today's signature ceremony for the Memorandum of Understanding for 2 important partnerships. Built for People partnership and the Batteries partnership. These new Horizon Europe partnerships address the major challenge of decarbonizing energy end use. First, through reducing our energy demand for a sustainable built environment. And second, by making large-scale electricity storage accessible and affordable. Innovation in these areas is fundamental for achieving our renewed climate and energy ambitions for 2030 and 2050. In the next decade, European researchers, innovators, and entrepreneurs will need to go even further so that we can reach our new targets. And Horizon Europe and these 2 partnerships will enable European companies to leap ahead globally. I want to express my thanks to all the project partners whose commitment is clear to see. And I wish you every success for the future.
I believe that EU partnerships will drive the green and digital transition for a sustainable and smart transport system, and innovation is key in that equation. I welcome the commitment of industry in these partnerships. They are the ones that can bring to the market sooner rather than later the disruptive technologies. Because we expect to have zero-emission vehicles, vessels and aircrafts, we want safer roads with the help of cooperative, connected and automated mobility, and we seek to have more efficient and modern traffic management. May these co-programmed partnerships provide the necessary frameworks to bring the future-proof innovations for our transport system of tomorrow.
The Memorandum of Understanding on the Batteries Partnership represents a historic milestone with a far-reaching impact for our European industry. Research and innovation is crucial, as we shoot for beyond the state of the art, in other words, high-performing and sustainable batteries at the center of a truly innovative, competitive and resilient battery value chain. The 925 million euros in funding, to be matched by research and industry community contributions, will help make this a reality, boosting our strategic autonomy in this key sector. This milestone has been made possible thanks to our work under the European Battery Alliance and the commitment of all actors represented by the Batteries European Partnership Association. Now, with a memorandum in place, we should take full advantage of the opportunities offered by this funding. I urge every actor to respond to the call for proposals under the 2021 Battery Work Programme and help shape the future of batteries in Europe.
Great comments there from our commissioners, who are all very interested and enthusiastic about being involved in research and innovation and those memoranda of understanding. Let's hear now from some more speakers. We have Stefan Nogibau, who is the chairman of European Green Vehicles Initiative Association and the European Road Transport Research Advisory Council. Stefan, tell me about what are the key deliverables of the partnership?
We have a clear long-term target, the decarbonization of road transport. We all know that we will need several technologies to achieve this target. The Towards Zero partnership is focused on the most important building blocks for the decarbonization of road transport: battery electric vehicles and fuel cell electric vehicles. The budget of the partnership is quite small compared to the required investments on the private sector. The industry is investing around about 1,000 times more budget in the same period on research and innovation. But nevertheless, the Toward Zero partnership makes sense. Why? Because it has a system approach, and the partnership will bring together different actors from different sectors, from the automotive sector, from the energy sector, from the infrastructure sector. And this was mentioned by Jean-Éric Paquet just minutes ago. So the Towards Zero partnership will contribute to the transition of the European road transport system. We are keen to start our work. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Stefan. I'll pass now to our next speaker, Armin Greter, chair of CCAM. That's the Connected, Cooperative and Automated Mobility Association. Over to you.
Thank you, Jennifer. The ambition of the CCAM partnership is to create, thanks to connectivity and automation, a fully safe and user-centered transport system. Automated mobility can reduce both accidents and congestion, and it is a key domain for the competitiveness of European industries. Despite all the expected positive impacts, deployment of CCAM solutions is not yet happening really in real life today. Addressing problem drivers in a coordinated and concentrated manner requires a shift in the mobility innovation process regarding user involvement, timing, and outreach. An example from safety, a focus point of Commissioner Vallien in the past, important innovations in vehicle technologies like seatbelts or airbags were introduced by industry as another component to existing vehicles. After years of experience with these new technologies, technical standardization gave a thorough basis for developing regulations. Now, making CCAM solutions ready for deployment requires that research and innovation, standards and regulation advance in a synchronized way, as pointed out by Jean-Éric Paquet earlier. Europe needs more collaboration for testing and demonstration to accelerate the implementation of automation. Our members commit to work together at European level to remove the deployment barriers and contribute to this acceptance of this new mobility. Thank you.
Thank you. Our next speaker we have is Michael Lipyard, President of the Batteries European Partnership Association and Saft Batteries. We've heard you've been mentioned several times already, Michael, but give us your take.
Yes, thank you, Jennifer, and hello, good morning, everybody. Well, indeed, BEPA, the Batteries European Partnership Association, is still a very young organization because it was founded just past December. But we already gather more than 160 members from the industry and research. This not only shows the huge interest for batteries in Europe, but it also illustrates the fact that we do have the resources and the know-how in Europe to create a competitive and sustainable battery value chain in Europe. Because this is our common ambition. That's why we gather the stakeholders inside the association on the one hand, and now within the new BAT4U partnership in cooperation with the European Commission, but also with other partnerships. The battery community will work hand in hand to unlock this know-how and to prepare Europe to manufacture and commercialize the next generation of sustainable, affordable battery technologies. The challenge here is indeed to work all along the value chain of batteries, from raw materials to battery chemistries, manufacturing up to second life, dismantling and recycling aspects. Because having even the most innovative battery technology alone does not allow us to spur an industry. We will need the right materials upstream and the right manufacturing processes downstream to bring such technologies to the market. So these technologies will then enable the rollout of zero-emission mobility and the massive integration of renewable energy in our power system. And as Commissioner Simpson said, this will directly contribute to the success of the European Green Deal. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Michael. We're looking forward to hearing more. And we're going to go to the final speaker in this section. So welcome to Henk Prins, the chairperson of the Waterborne Technology Platform. Henk, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Today marks the start of a new journey for waterborne transport in Europe, one that will transform the sector for the good of the planet, the economy, our society and future generations. Our partnership means we can fulfill our ambitions of eliminating emissions from waterborne transport before 2050 by developing and demonstrating innovative technological solutions to pressing environmental challenges. We will develop solutions to reduce the energy consumption of shipping, to electrify ships where possible, to use sustainable alternative fuels in a safe way, and to integrate all these new technologies in new ship designs and in existing vessels. Digital solutions will play a key role in operating the new vessels efficiently. We will cooperate with ports on the bunkering of the new fuels, and all this for inland shipping as well as large seagoing vessels. We will build on the strengths of the European waterborne community: ship owners, shipyards, engine and equipment manufacturers, classification societies, and a broad research community. I'd like to thank the European Commission for their support. I'd like to invite the waterborne transport community to engage and team up. We are delighted to play our part in making Europe a prosperous, modern, competitive, and climate-neutral economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Henk. We'll go now across to Paul Cartwood, who is the Executive Director at Bouygues Europe and the Built for People initiative. Just to provide us a very brief summary, Paul, of the key deliverables from the partnership.
Yes, absolutely. And good afternoon to all of you around Europe. So basically, the co-signatories of our Built for People partnership on the stakeholder side will be the European Construction Technology Platform and the World Green Building Council Europe. And we really commit to be the ambassadors of the construction sector across its whole value chain. We've been working with partnerships with the Commission for the last 10 years, so we are really enthusiastic to continue on this. This B4P partnership will articulate around three main objectives, which really echo the EU's initiatives. The first one is innovation for sustainability. The EU Green Deal is combining ambitious climate and environmental objectives which are to be applied readily to the daily life economy. If we want to do so, we need to rely on dynamic and integrated innovation to propose improved solutions ready for the market. Boosting the construction sector. If we want to follow all those objectives of decarbonization, resilience, resource efficiency, soil, biodiversity protection, digital solution, we will work hard for the renovation wave, the circular economy, and the affordable housing initiative. Finally, new behaviors for sustainable living. We want to develop an attractive, participative, human-centered living environment in line with the new Bauhaus initiative. We are looking forward with enthusiasm to this new partnership with the Commission and also to develop fruitful synergies with many other partnerships, missions, and initiatives. Thank you very much.
Thank you indeed to all our speakers for your insight and your explanations of what we can expect. Don't forget that the Memoranda of Understanding are available online. You can follow the link in the chat and you will see the image there. It's very easy to find it because we do want you to have a look at it. Jean-Eric, a quick last word from you.
Well, I think what I want to say is congratulations on all of you in industry, in public administrations across the European Union, and of course also in many DGs and executive agencies in the Commission. This is, I think, a great moment to get our research and innovation forward and out. And to all of you who are watching us today, my expectation is that you will indeed closely follow these partnerships, that you will help us ensure that they make a difference, that they connect with one another, and that your research is also connected to these partnerships. So be in touch, follow them, and help us make a difference.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Jean-Eric, for being here. And of course, all our participants in this section. We're going to take a break, but don't go away because on the platform there are lots of fascinating stories to tell. Particularly there's one on the sustainable measures and the Science and Innovation magazine from the EU, Horizon magazine, so you can go and check that out, as well as doing all that networking that we're encouraging you to do and visiting the exhibition area or the villages and going online to see what people are saying about Research and Innovation Days 2021. But don't go far because there's plenty more to come this afternoon.